Hey everybody, welcome back to Sky Factory. So, since the last time, I have put a lot of time into this series, and it simply has been wonderful the time I've spent in it. A lot of it has just been me sitting here doing the same thing over and over again, which is why I chose to do it off camera. But then I guess I kind of went a little overboard and I did way more than I planned originally, so I got a list of stuff to go through today of what I did off camera. Well, let's see how long this takes. First things first, I expanded this platform for the trees to grow on, and so now I can just grow them and mine them down and have everything fall and not go off the edge anymore. Next thing I did was I built this little place here to live inside of, kind of, as a storage area for everything I'm doing. And I got multiple levels to it. We got the upper level, which is just kind of like a roof that squids come up here and spawn and then they die. In fact, squids have been spawning and dying so much, they've given me all the ink. And then I also have this little spot below that I'm not doing anything with for the reason of I didn't want to build something below, but there's something in the achievement book that says build a spot below your island where you started, so this is my spot below my island where I started. Whether I do something with it later, I might. But right now, it's nothing. Got a few more furnaces, got a lot more sieves going. Some different kinds of sieves over here for the compressed gravels, sand, and dust. Which, for the achievement book, there's gravel, there's sand, there's dust. So now we can check that one off that I couldn't last time because I didn't sieve gravel and sand. But with the compressed gravel, you'll take a compressed diamond hammer, which to make this is kind of expensive. You take 9 diamond hammers, which are same as the stone hammer, 2 diamonds and 2 stick, and then you'll make a diamond hammer out of it, a compressed one. And this can compress the large amounts, so you can do 9 at a time instead of 1. Just gonna take care of the sand here. Throw away. Yeah, I've been busy. With doing that a lot. One thing I did download specifically for this pack was this. Auto clickers are the best. You just put it on, then you watch a video on your second screen. But I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me watch a video on my second screen while, this thing runs. Because that's not the greatest. So, instead of me just doing that and streaming that part, because I'll get back to doing that eventually, I can take this compressed gravel and I can stick it in here. And the auto hammer will go through it for me. I'm not going to have him actually do any more than what the one he's doing is, because I would rather just compress the gravel and sieve that, unless
Excuse me, just getting used to the ether. Please have a consequence. Right.
And unless I need to get something that I can't get from compressed gravel, material-wise. I'm gonna go back over here for a minute, because that was kind of getting ahead of list. The next thing I was able to do was I was able to take the dust, and because it rained, as you can see it is now, it filled up the barrels that I have 18 of now, 9 down here and 9 on the roof as excess water sources. And then I took the dust and I threw it in a barrel to make clay. Then I took the clay and put it with bone meal, and I made porcelain clay. And then you'd take the porcelain clay, and you would put it, for example, in a pattern like that, and you'd make an unfired crucible. And then you just take the unfired crucible and put it in the furnace, and then after it's fired, you put it up here. And then what this thing does is it takes cobblestone and it melts it down into lava. And you need 4 pieces of cobblestone for 1 bucket of lava. Now you're probably asking where I get all the cobblestone from to do all of this stuff with, auto hammering the gravel and having that much. Well, I built one of these cobblestone generators. And these cobblestone generators, they're not super expensive. It's just 6 cobblestone, a bucket of lava, a bucket of water, and a piece of glass. Pretty simple. Well, these can upgrade with iron ingots around it to get it to a tier 2. Or with diamonds around it to a tier 3. Or with blaze rods, which I don't have any of, to get to a tier 4. And then emeralds to a tier 5, which, hilariously, I have a ton of emeralds, so I'll basically be skipping tier 4 and going straight from 3 to 5 once I can craft the 4. But these just pump out cobblestone. I can right-click them and basically just get infinite amounts with them growing. And I got them auto-pumping out into this chest here that I set into the floor on top of them to just take the cobblestone and compress the cobblestone down to use the compressed tools on. And yeah, you'll take the compressed cobblestone, like what I have doing in the autos, and it'll turn into the gravel. And that's exactly how I got all the materials I have. I've literally just been on an auto farm for like a week straight now. Actually, you can see up in the top left-hand corner, there's a day counter up there that says day 115, and when we last left off at the end of the last episode, we were on day 2. Yeah. Then once I had the cobblestone generators up, I needed a power source. So I just went cheap and got these furnace generators, which are just powered by coal. And yeah, I ended up making 4 of them with the auto-compressed hammers, which are made by taking a compressed diamond hammer, 6 steel ingots, 2 weighted pressure plates. And to get the steel ingots, I needed the alloy smelter, which you saw me build over on Feed the Beast, possibly, which take 1 iron ingot and 4 crushed coal. To get the crushed coal, I needed to put it into a sag mill, and it got me coal, or to get the coal powder, which is also crushed coal, and I had to stick it in here. And yeah, then I built the auto hammers and stuck them on top of the furnaces, and now I just got a couple little machines sticking off to the sides of them. And another thing I did was I made this spot over here for animals to spawn without this above it at first, and all these guys spawned. And all of a sudden, just earlier today, actually, while I was playing, something happened. I was sitting over there, the ground got struck by lightning nearby, and then all of a sudden I had these skeleton horses spawned onto my platform, and so I captured them and brought them in here to be with the other animals. And what I'm working on up top that I'm nowhere near starting to get with, but it's special chickens that can lay special eggs and stuff like this. These are bone chickens. They lay bone white chicken eggs, chicken manure, of course, they poop. Everybody poops. And bone meal and feathers, like all chickens. And the flint chicken does the same thing as the bone one, except with flint instead of bone meal. and I'll be right back once I put all this away. Now that I got a cleaned inventory out, and I'm going to come over this pathway, over to this structure right here. I am going to be spending a lot of time in here in the future making this taller and taller. It is a farm for food on the bottom. Got this nice, wonderfully grown melon and pumpkin farm. And then I've got potatoes on this side of it, and we're growing some hemp over here, baby. Gotta get that weed. And then over here, we're growing wheat. Over here on 1/2 or 1/4, I haven't decided yet, is gonna be carrots. And 1 second while I plug in my headset. And I'm back. And up here is where we're gonna start growing some different seeds. I won't reveal that yet, though. Make you have to subscribe to find that one out. So you can, turn on notifications to find out when I upload another episode of this series. And one thing I haven't gotten to yet is over there. That structure. So we're going to go over to it. I miss the powers of flight. But I can craft something soon that should help with fall damage. And this thing over here is my mob farm, where I just come up here and I just slice while nothing else can hit me. Spiders, skeletons, creepers, nothing can get to me. The only thing that can actually, though, is baby zombies and the equivalent to other mob. Spiders typically kill themselves in here just by climbing up the darn walls, but the rest of the mobs I get to just sit here and kill. Eventually I'm going to swap out the 4 blocks below their feet for wooden spikes, so I can just come over and one-shot them, so I can still collect the XP until I can build something to auto get the XP. But to get the items out, because I don't always want to be just filling my inventory up with bullcrap while I'm over here fighting mobs, so I got this absorption hopper, a vacuum hopper from Feed the Beast, and it does the same thing. Grabs items and sticks them in the chest, and it can grab experience as well to put into a tank or something, but I haven't built that yet. And that is what I've been up to since our last encounter, and the map for this is coming along pretty nicely looking too. I mean, I definitely like the layout so far. I'm gonna be putting like way out here, ways away from the base to keep the chunks not loaded or not crashing my world over here, because I'm gonna be building one of the big reactors from Feed the Beast, the max size one I'm gonna have to build later on in this series, but that'll be like probably 10 to 15 episodes down the line, depending on how ham I go off cam again. I hope I don't, but it's me. I probably will. But at first things, before I get off and leave you today, we're heading over to the achievement book to go and check off the things I've done. Because I haven't touched the achievement book, except to look at it and read off what I need to do to continue on. And while off camera, I got the water from everything from the barrels with rainwater. I sifted sand, gravel, and dust at the beginning here. I did not make Tinker's Construct Tools yet. I did make clay by putting dust into a water-filled barrel, and I crafted and cooked a crucible. Heated a crucible with a torch. That's right sitting below it. I forgot to say that you gotta put the crucible on a torch or some hot source. You can also put it over a lava source block, that'll heat it up as well. But we did that, and I made I inserted stones or cobblestones to make lava, and I built a cobblestone generator. And then we're done with the Wood Age, the Stone Age. Make a dark room 25 blocks away from your base for spawning mobs and obtaining loot. That's that structure over there. So we got that. And another one, make a field of grass blocks about 20 25 blocks away from your base for spawning animals, that's over there. Check that. Build a second lair to your house. I clearly have one down there. Second lair below. So we got that one. Make obsidian with a stone barrel. I did that, but I'm going to do it again for you. What did I just do? Okay. Okay. Thought I opened a program. But yeah. To do this, you'll take lava. You'll put it in a stone barrel. You'll go up and get some water. Got it in that barrel right there. And then you'll put the water on top of the stone barrel, and you got obsidian. And you didn't have to spend half a day mining it. So that's pretty neat. And I'm going to put it in... Well, now I'm going to have to spend half a day mining it. Back to the achievement book, though. So we did that. I have not made Tinker's Construct stuff yet, so I haven't done either of those. And I automated the cobble generator with the block, so that's great. I have not updated my mob farm to kill automatically, and I did not enchant a sieve mesh. But in the farming age, I did prepare a farming space for several crops, a lot of them, but I haven't done... Started the food, but I haven't done the Inferium Essence farm yet. And I'm starting to do this, but I haven't automated it yet. And I haven't done that. And I think that's about where we're at for today. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Next thing, I'm not going to work as hard off camera. I promise you I will only go a maximum of 14 in-game days. Well off cam, so next time it won't be later than day 130. Unless I absolutely have to. Let's hope I don't. The series will be far too short if I do. But anywho, if you like this video, obliterate that like button down below. And subscribe if you're new. Also, turn on notifications so you can know when I upload, or what I upload each day. But I do now have a video schedule out for at least a few days of the week. It's in the channel, in the About Me part of my channel. You can go check that out. Got a nice little schedule listed out, Monday through Saturday. I'm taking Sundays as a day off and only uploading 6 days a week now instead of 7. Maybe later on after the channel starts going places I'll go back to 7, but it just burns me out too much right now to do 7, so we're gonna cut it down to 6. But anyways, I hope you have enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!